Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you all, especially to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I'd really love to hear where you are in the world, and if you've got a channel, let me know so I can come and follow you back and we can share the love. I'm Ali and this is my channel, Arty Ali, and today I'm going to do my top 15 best pages ever. It's taken me a little while to get round to doing this, mostly because I had to remember what did I use, and some of the pages I'd completely forgotten about, and some of them are really old and some of them are a bit newer, so it's a bit hard to tell where my journey started or what I was up to. But anyway, here we are. So I'm just going to move this big pile out of the way and we can get on to it. So the first couple of pages that I'm going to share with you, and let's just do a disclaimer, there's probably going to be more than 15 now because I couldn't really decide, but it comes from Tales from the Witch's Cottage, which is obviously by the wonderful Hanna Karlzon, and the first page is this one, and this was a tutorial by My Colourful Country Life, and I didn't really finish it because I couldn't be bothered with the things, but I still count it as a completed page, and I really enjoyed this. So that's one of the pages. The other page, if I can find it, is this page. And this is also by My Colourful Country Life, and I followed your tutorial, and I love following a tutorial by somebody as good as Karen from My Colourful Country Life because she's so clear. You see the pencils she's using. She often does her colour alongs just set to music, so you can slow them down and turn the sound off and really kind of follow. And I just so appreciate Karen for what she does for the community in terms of enabling us to get better at our craft, and for sharing so much of her time and her energy with us. I really do appreciate that about her, that she's willing to continue to make these free tutorials and color alongs and sessions so that we can, I can get better at what I'm doing. So yep, that's page number 2. And then there is another page at the front of this book, or near the front of the book here, this page. I am so proud of this page. So the bottles are a tutorial from Marit's Colourful Adventure. And this is quite a while ago. I mean, it says July. July when? I've got no ideas. But I know that it's got to be at least 3 or 4 years ago that I did this page. And I did follow the tutorial on Marit's Colourful Adventures for the 4 bottles. But this background, I am so proud of this background. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that for me, backgrounds are the bane of my life. And I am quite certain, wow, what did I use? I feel like I used eyeshadow. That's what I want to feel like I say I used, because I know I didn't have Neocolor 2s or anything like that back in the day, and I really feel like this is eyeshadow, green and yellow eyeshadow, maybe a little bit of blue eyeshadow just swirled around. So if I had to pick just one out of this book, this would be my top page. Even though I followed your tutorial, so technically it's not my work, the background is my work. I did that background and there was no tutorial for it. I did it really well. So yeah, so that's either page 1 or page 3, depends how we're gonna look at it. The next one is Magical Jungle, Johanna Basford's Magical Jungle. So we know that this is a while ago because Magical Jungle was first published in 2016. So that says it a lot, really. I've got quite a lot of whips in here. Now this, I wish I could find who I followed for this tutorial. I thought it might be Emily Illustrator. I thought it might be My Colourful Country Life. I thought it might be Rachel Henderson. But I I can't find the person, and that makes me really sad, because they need to know that this is not my work. This was a tutorial, and I want to give them credit. So if you're watching and you know who did this, please let me know in the comments so that I can correctly identify them and give them the credit. It was in January 2023, but that doesn't mean that that's when the video went up. It could have been that it was an old video that I came across. But yeah, if anybody knows who this rainbow gecko is, please let me know so that I can credit them. But the page in here that I'm going to, which I again absolutely adore, and again, background is done with eyeshadow. And I use Prismacolor here, and this is June 2022, but this is a color along with the wonderful Marit's Colorful Adventure. Just so good. She was just brilliant, and again, so grateful to her for the way that she gives her time and puts up all of these videos for people to follow. And I just love this color combination. I think it was beautiful. It did take a while to do. There's a lot of blending, and obviously back in 2022 it wasn't very good, but I did have Prismacolors and I did have eyeshadow, which is what I've done on the background. So that is page number 2. You know, or 3 or 4, depending. We'll say that that's, you know, 2 for now. Okay, World of Flowers then. Here is another one. Where is it? Here it is. This one. Oh, I absolutely love this page, and this is again Marit's Colorful Adventure. I love the limited color palette. I love that it's an unusual color palette, blue. I could have done a bit better of blending out along here, but I'm still super proud of what I did. I mean, you know, even coloring a tutorial, right, takes a little bit of skill and a little bit of energy and a little bit of effort. I thought there was another page in here that I was also super proud of, but it may be that it's, oh no, here it is. And this one is also Marit's Colorful Adventure. So if you haven't checked out Marit's YouTube channel, go check her out, because honestly she is an amazing colorist, an amazing artist, and just a wealth of tutorials there. So easy to follow. You can see I've started this page. Yeah, may or may not come back to it, who knows. That's going to be a video coming up shortly, where I ask you to help me pick which of my very long-term whips I should finish. So yep, so there's book number 3, but I think we're on about number 5, aren't we, of our pages. This, oh, okay, so this is, I know, we are going to move on to not colour alongs soon. There's a beautiful colour along, and I think again that this is probably my Colourful Country Life, but I'm not sure. But that's not the one I'm going to share. This is the one I am going to share, that I am again quite proud of, except that this is the first time I try to use my Neo Colour 2s on the background, and you can see I did not manage to get anywhere near as good a blend as I did when I used my eyeshadow, right? I mean, this is the effect I was going for. Didn't get there, but that's okay. I'm still super proud of this page. This page is a reverse color along by Snickerdoodlin, and she has some really cool pages that she shows you what's done at the beginning, and then she shows you how she did it. But what I like is the color combination. She talks you through all of the combinations. So for instance, the petals were always the same. They were cream, pink rose and henna, and then we put some of the same colors into the snake. So that's page number 4, I think. Well, technically it's book number 4. That doesn't make it page number 4, right? It could be page 20 by now. Another page, I'm just going to go for what I'm doing at the moment is I'm showing you the ones where I follow tutorials that I'm super proud of, before I move on to pages that where I started to have the confidence to tackle myself. Where is it? Where is it? This page. Look at that. I mean, this is again a tutorial, a follow, a colour along on my Colourful Country Life's page, and this is probably the only double page spread I've ever done, and it was a bit of a mission, I have to say, to do it, but I love it. I'm super proud of this page. Okay, so this is page number 5 of my top 15 pages. Okay, so that's that one. Now we're moving on, nearly moving on to ones where I've done them myself. So here we've got Year of Witches by Usuku, and the page in here that I am most proud of is this one. And this was, again, a kind of follow along, colour along with a pictured purpose. And I've used alcohol marker on this page. First time I used alcohol marker in this book, it was a bit of a learning curve. I can tell you that you're much better off using a fine tip alcohol marker in this. Don't try and use your bullet tip. Don't try and use a brush tip, because it's very thirsty paper. It loves to to drink the ink, and it wants to flood it out everywhere. But yeah, I did enjoy this page. I'm still quite proud of this page, in terms of color placement and managing to follow a pictured purpose. So yep, that is page number 6 of my top 15. Then we're going to come to Mystic Animals and Stratton Peterson, and the inspiration here goes to Piggy Pens, Piggy Pen Tube, because she was doing this for World Water Day, and her enthusiasm and her research process inspired me to tackle this page. And I am really pleased with my water. I'm really pleased with how it seems to have a bit of a flow, a bit of energy about it. I would have liked to have made the otter look like they were underwater, but I don't know quite how that would have been possible. I need to grow some skills, I think, to be able to do that. But that's page 6 of my top 15 pages of all time. And then this is Tales from the Midnight Masquerade, by Hanna Karlzon. What page was we up to? Was that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that was page 7. So we're up to 7. So this is page 8 of my top 15. This page. Oh, look, see, I lied. I did do another double page spread. And this is, again, a eyeshadow background. I'm really good with the eyeshadow. And the eyeshadow I use is just this. It's just really cheap, any old palette, quite bright, and I use one of these. I've got a couple of them in different sizes, and literally load it up, swirl it round, and that's what I do, and it seems to work for me. So I'm going to keep doing it. But I like this for the colours. I like this for some of the depth I've managed to get into the clothing, particularly on these blouses. I think I've done really well there. I could have done slightly better with wings, but I thought when I was colouring it was a banner, and then it was only afterwards I realised, oh no, actually they belong to the wolf. I've used Crayola colours here mostly, so it's always a little bit harder to get the Crayola to take to the paper, but they do like Hanna Karlzon. I tell you the other paper that they really like, Crayola pencils, and that is the Maria Trolle books, or the Maria Troll books. They really work well there. You get such rich pigmentation from them. So that's that page, and there's one more page in here that I'm super proud of, and that is this page. And this page, this is the Neocolor 2 background. You can see when I use my Neocolor 2s, I've got the idea, but I don't quite get, I don't get it. But what I'm super proud of on this page is this bow. I am loving the depth and the texture and the kind of 3D-ish effect of this. I'd wish I'd done these leaves a different green. I feel like they just completely spoil the palette. But everything else I do really like about this page. I'm trying to think, what did I use? I definitely didn't use Prismacolors. I feel like I either used my luminance or, yeah, I think I did actually. I think I used my luminance pencils on this page. And this is back in November 25, so not that long ago. But, you know, it feels like a lifetime ago. But I did enjoy doing that. So where are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was 9, wasn't it? 9 pages. Okay, 9 pages. So we're on to 10. And these are 2 as well, but I'm really proud of these two little things. I mean, I guess it only counts as 1 page anyway, doesn't it? But Ace of Swords and 2 of Swords in Kaiway Tarot by Lulu Mayo. I'm really proud of these pages. It was a buddy colour with Jess at Colouring Bumblebee, and it was the first pages I actually coloured in this book, so it got me over the hump of beginning. And now I've done the Fool and the Magician, and I've done the High Priestess and the Empress. So I feel like I've tackled this book. So that's that one. Number 11. Yeah, we're nearly there. Okay. Wildflower Folk by Christina Karen. I've only done 1 page, but it is one of my best pages. Again, one of my favourite pages, the page I feel I did well. I'm going to have to do some kind of background now just to hide the marks. I am a messy colorist. I cannot keep clean to save my life. I just can't. But yeah, I want to do more in this book, and I hope I can bring a bit more skill, because there's not many color alongs or not many tutorials for some of these artists. Oh, isn't that cute? Mother's Love. Actually, it's Mother's Day here in New Zealand soon. I know it's been Mother's Day in the rest of the world, but it's Mother's Day here in New Zealand in about 3 or 4 weeks. So maybe I'll color this one for Mother's Day. I do like these, and obviously here's Mermaid. I can't wait to get into Mermaid and all the mermaid pictures that I'm going to do. But yeah, so that's number 12, I think 12. And here's number 13. I really liked this page. I liked my hair. I think I could have done slightly better with my seal, but water, hair, and the lovely iridescent effect on her mermaid tail makes that one of my favorites. This is a book that I love, but I also don't pick up very often. But there's the other page in this book that I really like. Still not nailed the background, but I do like the colour composition. I like the colours I chose. I like the way they work together. I'm going to need to get much better at doing gold or metal, but you know, that's okay. And this was inspired by Piggy Pen's Light v Dark and for Angels, but I never got to post it because I didn't finish it in time for the posting date. But yeah, so that's that one. And then we've come to a couple of cute and cozy books, which, you know, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I do like these. And there's a couple I've done quite well in. I feel like I took my time. I feel like I pushed the experimental. And that one of them is this one. And this is in Quacky Days. And Quacky Days is by the Cool Kitsch Club. And I love this rainbow ramen bowl. I really love the depth I've got in my ice cubes. Is there ice cubes? But why would there be ice cubes in a ramen bowl? I don't know. But just the general playfulness and the vibe of it, and the way that generally I've managed to do a little bit of blending and create interest. I love the interest on the duck. Yeah, I really like that page. That's definitely one of my favorite pages. And then another one of my favorite pages is in Frozen Magic, which is by Anna Emilia. And I've done a couple in here, and I like colouring snow. I do like colouring snow. I've got a couple of whips. I've got this one. But this is my favorite page. Again, I really love how I've done these crystals. I love they pop off the page. I love the effect of fur I've managed to create for her kind of cape. And I love that there's this soft portal here. The sky is more blended. I could have done a little bit more with the cave wall, and maybe I could have done a little bit more shading to give a bit of depth to my little penguin characters. But overall, when I look at this page, I really love the crystals. I think I did a great job on the crystals. So that one is number 1. The ramen bowl, we're going in reverse order. Oh, this is also a really cool page. I love the texture I got on the dark. Sorry. This is my second favorite page. Then we've got this page. So this is number 3. Then we've got Amber is page number 4. Then we've got Highway Tarot, and we've got the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5. Then we've got this, number 6, and this one, number 7. Then we've got the Otter page for number 8. Year of Witches. The Year of Witches is, of course, number 9. Rooms of Wonder. I hope you're totally confused now. Is number 10. Because I did it one way, now I've done it another way. That's 10. Here we go. Number 11 is going to be the snake page. I have to find the snake page. There's another page I did, but I'm not as proud of that one. I did that for the buddy colour. There we are. The snake page is number 11. I do like that. 11. And then we have 12, 13, and where is she? 14. But we could just say that this is 12. And then we've got 13, 13. Oh, that's lovely too. I can't remember who that one is with. It's probably 13. And then this one as well, 13. Maybe 13, 14. And last but by no means least, 15 is not the lizard, because I can't give credit for the lizard, but the butterfly. Now, the reason I did it back that way is because out of all of those pages, this is still my absolute favorite page. I still absolutely adore this page. I love the color combinations. I love that I took my time with it. I wish I had a second copy of Magical Jungle, because I would like to color this again, because I've seen some amazing tutorials, and I also have different color combinations that I'd like to do now. This is also going to be appearing in that video I mentioned about my upcoming many whips, and you guys can help me. So yeah, so this is my absolute favorite. Well, this, and it's probably tied with, can you guess what it's tied with? I wonder if you can guess, because I do tend to be fairly obvious in the things that I like. I need to find it now. Can you guess? Yeah, it ties with this one, and maybe it's something to do with the colors, because I really love the colors. I mean, there are things I would have liked to have done differently, like the background on both of them. Really, I'd like to have done slightly different things on the background, but these are my top 2 pages of all time. This was done in 22. I have a feeling that this was done in 23 or 24, so slightly later. Hadn't really improved on the backgrounds, but it's one of my goals this year to work on backgrounds and to just release the fear of backgrounds and just put them down and see how they go. So yeah, so that's my top 15 pages of all time. I have been colouring a while. I've been colouring since probably 2016, but not really colouring independently, you know, following people, copying people, which is not a bad thing. And I think we need to say that it is okay to copy, because by copying we develop pencil skill, we develop confidence, we develop a sense of what works and what doesn't work. We learn about the tools, right? So copying somebody is not wrong. Copying somebody is a good way to learn. What you should never do is pretend it was all your own work. So give the credit the person who had the inspiration, who had the idea, who took the time to film it and share it. And you know, and if we do that, if we give the credit, if we share the love, if we say thank you and are grateful, then I don't see that that's a problem, because you know, we have to learn somewhere, right? We send our children to school so that they can learn. If the teachers didn't share their knowledge, our children couldn't learn. Anytime we need to learn a skill, somebody has to share it with us first. And then we gain in skills and we gain in confidence, and then we can start to do it yourselves. And that's exactly how I feel now. Is look, this is from Rachel Henderson or Emily Illustrator, I can't remember who. But again, I'm beginning to want to do, like I did this page, and although it's not the best page, it's my page, right? I thought of the colours, I drew in extra trees here to fill up the space. I've done some eyes here in the background, like they're watching her. And yeah, it's I can say that I'm growing all the time. So yeah, so that's the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you got something out of it. Let me know in the comments which was your favorite page, and hey, I can't wait to see your top 15 pages. Tag me if you do this video. I can't wait to see what you've done. And yeah, catch you in the next one. Happy day, happy colouring. Bye for now.